Hello everyone, the topic of our lesson is the passive voice. At first look at our plan. Today we are going to present the passive, practice the present simple of the passive and practice the past simple of the passive. Look at the example. My friend wrote that song. My friend is the subject, wrote the verb, and that song is the object. In active voice we start the sentences with the subject. Look at the next example. That song was written by my friend. It is a passive voice. In passive voice, we start the sentences with the objects. Look at the rule. The sentence structure changes if we start a sentence with the object of the active sentences as a subject. Now look at the story of the passive voice. We use passive forms when we don't know who did the action. His car was stolen yesterday. We use the passive voice form when we are interested in what happens, not who it is done by. The film was released in 2008. To form the passive verb form, we need the verb to be and the past participle of the main verb. The subject of the active sentence becomes the agent, the person doing the action, and is introduced with by. The passive sentences gives emphasis to the action rather than the person who did it. So, to figure out whether a sentence is active or passive voice, look at the subject. Is the subject performing the action active or receiving the action passive? An example. The boy plays the piano. Boy is the subject, plays the verb. The boy is doing the action, therefore the boy is the active subject. Because the boy is the active subject, then this sentence is written in the active voice. The piano is played by the girl. Piano is a subject, is played the verb. The piano is receiving or not doing the action, therefore the piano is a passive subject. Because the piano is a passive subject, then this sentence is written in the passive voice. Now, look at the formation of the passive voice in present and past simple tenses. Present simple form of active. Here we use main verbs after the subjects, and for negative form we use do or does, and interrogative forms we use do or does before the subjects. In passive forms we use are, is, and the main verb. For negative forms we use not after are and is. And in interrogative forms we use auxiliaries are and is before the subject. Past simple forms. In past simple active we use ed ending or the second form of the main verbs. For negative forms we use auxiliary did, and interrogative forms we use auxiliary did before the subjects. Passive forms of past simple. Here we use was or were, auxiliaries, and the main verb in past participle. For negative forms we use not after the auxiliary verbs was or were. And in interrogative forms we use auxiliaries was and were before the subjects. Now look at some examples. Present simple active. She buys books every month. In present simple passive it will be books are bought every month. In past simple active, someone created a new site. In past simple passive it will be a new site was created. And now let's have a practice. The first task is fill in is or are. Take your time, please. So it's checking time. Let's check together. The first one. Most films are made in Hollywood. The second. Jim Carrey is known for his comedies. The third. The Cannes Film Festival is held every May. The fourth. Change to actors' lines are sometimes made at the last minute. The fifth, Pixar Animation Studios is based in California, USA. The sixth, Nomad is set in 18th century Kazakhstan. So well done! Our next task is write the sentences in the passive voice. Take your time, please. Okay, and now let's check your answers. The first one, Macbeth was written by William Shakespeare. Second, The Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand. Number 3, The Dark Knight was released in 2008. Number 4, Twilight was directed by Catherine Hardwicke. Number 5, Slumdog Millionaire was nominated for 10 Academy Awards in 2009. And number 6, Nomad was filmed in Kazakhstan. Okay, well done. And now let's do the next task with me. Complete the sentences with the appropriate verbs. Good job! Was all your answers correct? And now, watch the cartoon clips. Change the sentences from the active voice into the passive voice.
I brought you inside. Fed you, gave you a bath, and fed you again, and again. Thank you!
Ooh, a three-eyed stock monster! Awesome, robot!
Oh, how marvelous this time of year is. Welcome, Whoville, to the annual tree lighting ceremony. How spectacular are these ornaments!
Look what I made, everybody! It's a Christmas dragon! It came to me in a dream! Oh, man.
Hey, Bartholomew!
Hey there, Miss Who!
Here you go!
Got it!
Find a good spot for it!
There it goes. To the magic! Ready? This is amazing! Watch this! Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs. I love you, Olaf!
And now let's finish our lesson. Today we've presented the passive, practice the present simple of the passive, and practice the past simple of the passive. Our lesson is over. See you next time.